Good. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing good. Let's see, how is that doing? Does this sound good? Hope you're all doing good. That sounds pretty good. Cool. Welcome, welcome. In today's episode, searching for the needle at the bottom of the sea, or at sea bottom. Hi, Beth. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Yes, so looking for the needle at sea bottom. Before we get into the movement specifically, we'll practice the other movement first so that we can build a little bit of chi. Hi, Alex. And so that in this way, we can have a little more sensitivity for part of the movement that we'll look into it together. So, let's get started. Let's get our feet parallel, centering the weight between our feet, front and back, left and right. Gently rocking ourselves so we can find this nice center spot. We can bend a little bit the knees to feel the connection between the hips, the knees, the ankles, so that we have this flexibility present as we go through. Up, feeling that stretching through the spine above the head. And then gradually bringing our hands together, crossing the fingers, getting our palm to face up. And beginning the form, allowing the hands to rise, keeping the shoulder low, rotating through the humerus, so opening through the shoulder, spiraling through the arm all the way to the fingers, bringing our hands above the head, allowing the spine to elongate and letting the head gently float on top of the spine, turning the palm down, bringing the hands down, pushing the chi back into the lower dantian and feeling the connection of the feet with the ground. Right now I'm going a little slower than normal. I'm not paying much attention to my breath. I'm just looking into my structure, taking the time to adjust it, to feel the relaxation through the shoulders, feeling the stretch, the elongation of the arms upward, feeling the connection of the palm with the sky, turning them back down, feeling the connection with the top of the head, and allowing this to come through, keeping the shoulders relaxed, feeling how the lower abdomen starts to fill up, and feel a little bit more of that heaviness into the lower abdomen. So, starting to bring a little bit more awareness of the breath on this passage. Feeling the rising, the stretch, up, turning the palm, the exhale as we relax, allowing the arm to come down, to let the ribs gently close back, to let the diaphragm rise back into the abdomen, leaving space for the chi to gather. Inhaling up, feeling the ripple through the spine, reaching all the way up to the top of the head, above the palm, up, turning the palm down, exhale, letting the chi sink through the body, back down into the lower dantian, all the way down to the perineum, up, inhaling, connecting the perineum, rising everything up, turning the palm down, exhaling. We're beginning the form, we're getting deeper into relaxation, meditative state, connecting the breath with the movement, connecting the body with the sky, feeling the chi from the sky coming down, passing through, accumulating into the lower dantian, connecting with the legs, with the feet, rising the chi from the earth through the body, relaxing more and more, feeling the stretch up, and exhaling, allowing the hands to gently come back down. Hi Jane, welcome. Inhaling up. Exhale. Keeping the legs straight, elongated in this one. Feeling the rising of the chi through the spine, through the whole body, and connecting to heaven. Turning back down. Exhale. Let's do this one more time. Inhaling up. Exhale. Expanding the chest and opening the middle dantian. Hands palm facing down. Inhale. Expanding through the torso, keeping the breath. Exhale, releasing any excess, any tension. Expanding through all the way to the fingers, coming back. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Out. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. One more. In. Out. Stepping forward to the left, in, and the right. Stepping back, out, 2, in, and out. In, up, out. In, sinking the chi down towards the back, and out. Inhale, exhale. In, and out. One more, inhale, exhale. Blooming lotus flower, inhale, rising up, connecting to the sky. Exhale, coming down. Sorry about the noise, I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but they're doing some cleanup outside, it shouldn't last. Inhale, connecting up to heaven, up, grabbing a chunk of the sky, pulling it through us, like we're absorbing the light from the sun, bringing it all the way deep into our roots. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Looking at the sunset, inhaling, gathering the chi from the environment, stepping behind, exhaling, and looking at the setting sun. Coming back, inhaling, connecting to heaven, allowing the chi to sink, to fill up the lower abdomen. Exhale, connecting to the sun and bringing the chi into the kidneys towards the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Up. Bringing our feet parallel. Take a moment to feel the sensation of chi between your palm, through your body. And we'll start to move gently from one side to the other. And what I want you to focus on right now is to feel how pushing the chi with one hand will create a ripple, allowing the other one to start to rise. So we'll gently do this, having one active hand while the other one is simply responding to the movement that's being created, to try to get this gentle sensation where one arm is being pushed and kind of start to float onto the other side. And then once it starts to go down, changing pressure and then allowing the other arm to start to rise almost effortlessly. This is an important quality we'll use for today's movement, searching for the needle at the sea bottom. Trying to feel how the movement of one hand can influence the sensation in the other one. Up. And gently starting to have a bigger space between your hands. Trying to see how when one side is going down, the other one starts to go up. So rather than being a direct push from one hand to the other, it's almost like if I'm sinking the chi through my body on one side, which allows it to rise on the other. So as my hand here starts to push down, I feel the pressure increasing on the other side, and it starts to rise and help lift my other arm. If you're not quite sure you're able to feel the sensation, just allow your arms to coordinate with each other. Do the movement a little bit more intentionally, but try to relax more and more into it and try to see if you can discover the sensation gradually. Up. It almost feels like there is a wave that's passing from one side to the other of the body. This is not quite the movement we'll do today, but it's an essential feeling, an essential part of it to give it a better quality of movement afterwards. It's very easy to just learn the choreography without having that chi sensation. So it's better to try to grasp it from the beginning so that the movement is filled, is a little bit more alive. Good. And gradually coming back down, bring our hands together, both sides of the body. Taking our left hand, allowing it to rise above the head. Almost like if we're grabbing the sky, pulling the sky down and allowing the other hand to go up. And again, same thing, turning the palm, the upper palm up, pulling the sky down while allowing the other hand to rise. Up. Having this big circle being drawn by both hands. And again, this feeling that the hand coming down is pushing the yang from the sky deeper into the earth, allowing the earth to rise on the other side of the body. Up. And we'll start to gently shift our weight on the side of the rising arm. And then once we're switching, changing side as well. And we'll start to connect the breath at this point. Inhaling as we're switching our hands. And we'll take a light pause at the end of this part to exhale. Then inhaling again. Exhale. Inhale. So that we start to get part of the rhythm. Inhale. Up. Inhale. Exhale. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. And starting, inhaling. Shifting the weight, lifting our left leg and touching the big toe. Exhaling as I'm coming and pointing in front of my big toe with the sword fingers. Bringing my feet parallel, I inhale. Switching side. Sword finger on my top hand. Exhale, pointing in front of my big toe. That's touching the ground. Bring the feet. Inhale. Up, lifting my left leg. Exhale, big toe touching the ground, pointing in front of it. Coming back, inhale. Shifting side, lifting the right leg. Exhale, touching the big toe. Coming back, inhale. Up, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Going deep into the earth. Up, rising back through the body. Inhaling. Exhale. Up, inhale. Exhale. Up, inhale. Big movement from the arm, filling up the Wei Qi, feeling this central axis and the big bubble all around us, and allowing the Qi to sink deep into the earth, which then allows it to rise back naturally, and sink again on the other side. Up, and down. And back, feet parallel. Taking a moment to feel that movement of Qi through the body, rising and sinking. Going deeper and deeper into the ground. Good. So, from the side, there are a few technical details, but I first wanted you guys to get that flowy feeling before we get into the details, so you try to keep it within the whole form so that the form is fluffed up. It's fluffy. It's a nice form. So we want to maintain the straightness of the spine, even though as I'm coming down, the angle of my body is here, I'm not rounding my back. I don't want to collapse or compress the front. I don't want my body to be floppy. I want it fluffy, not floppy. So fluffy is good. As I'm coming down and sitting on my supportive leg, I want both the knee and the hip area, the quad, sitting down, which allows to sink the chi a little deeper, and using the hips as a hinge to gently point forward so that my spine remains straight as I'm coming and pointing down and not be rounded. As I'm coming back up, I'll have this release, so there's a pull through the body, through the back, that's pulling my shoulder blade down, that rise my arm, and then the sinking here allows me to get the rotation on the other side and pointing. So, sideways. Starting with the left hand coming up through the center, connecting above the head to go and reach and grab the sky, gently shifting the weight on my right leg as I am shifting. As my arm reaches shoulder height, my left leg is lifted. And then as I begin my exhale, it's the moment my big toe touches the ground, the moment my top hand starts to point towards the ground in front of my big toe. I have this slight diagonal stretch through my back happening as well. Up, coming back. The moment my foot touched the toe, the inhale increases, the rising connecting to the sky, shifting onto the other side, and then exhale as I'm coming down. Up, inhale, exhale, up, inhale, exhale, coming back, inhale, exhale, up, inhale, exhale. So no rounding of the back, keeping the back elongated, feeling the sinking through the hips, up, rising, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Feeling this big bubble all around us. Exhale. Feeling the sinking through the body down, pointing towards the front of the big toe. So I'm not pointing at my foot, but in front of it, and allowing the chi to go not in front, but almost like if I'm drilling down all the way to the core of the earth, allowing the chi to flow down as far as possible. Naturally, as I come back, the yin of the earth will rise, which will fill up the structure. Then I'm grabbing the chi from the sky, allowing it to go even deeper. The feeling is almost like a lightning hitting a lightning rod. As soon as your foot touches the ground, you have this poof, sinking deeper and deeper of the chi. Up. The rising is natural. The sinking is more intense. This is the main part of this movement. Up to get this. There we go. Up. One more each side. To the left and the right. Good. So, if you're unable to go low on your supported leg because the leg is a little weak, you don't feel quite comfortable, there's a few technical points to remember. Always maintain the knee in the direction of the toes. So if I'm here as I'm sitting, I don't want my knee to collapse inside because that would create a lot of tension on the inside of the knee. And on the long term, we'll start to kind of stretch and pull on the ligament of the knee, and that would cause issue over time. So I want to make sure that as I'm sitting, the hips area are opening so that the knee points in that same direction as my toes. And I want to sit gently on my legs, which will then allow from the hips to bring my body a little bit more forward. Working? Yes, it's working. Good. There's a little bit of a delay between the image that I see and what I'm saying, so that's why. So, more straight. Here, my legs is extended. My other leg is floating. And as I'm sitting onto my supportive leg, I'm folding through the quad to allow the passage of the chi. And if I can't go any lower than this, then I might be a little more forward, but I'm not going to try to roll the back. I'm going to keep the spine elongated and reach out and just allow the chi to flow towards my big toe and into the ground. Then coming back, so doing it at a higher level within the posture, up, coming back, and down, making it easier if your legs are not as strong yet. They will grow. You'll be able to go lower with practice. And down. So maintaining that straight back, not coming down, and the eyes just look in the same area in front of your toes, up, downward. So doing a lighter version, up, one more each side this way, a little easier to do. And for those of you who can go a little lower, really feeling the sitting into the leg, the slightly more angled body while maintaining the spine straight, and feeling the more intense downward movement of the chi. Up. And down. And one more each side. On the left, up, and on the right. Good. And again, taking a moment to enjoy the feeling the stretch, the rising through the spine, the opening of the head, the downward through the front, connection of the feet deeper into the ground. Good. Gently rubbing the palms together. How are you guys feeling? Any question on this one? Hi Deirdre. I think I didn't say hi earlier. I couldn't read your name back there. So, how are you guys feeling? Can you guys feel that downward movement through the leg and deeper into the ground? It's almost like a deeper anchoring with this image of going into the water, always having this beautiful sensation of diving into the sea, watching the fish, watching the coral, searching for that precious needle at the sea, at the bottom of the sea. So as we're diving, we have this sensation of diving into the sea and allowing the chi to go and to search, and then we're coming back out, connecting to the beautiful blue sky, the sun, the beautiful white clouds, and then back, diving again deeper. So the use of the image allows us to go deeper and deeper into the sensation of chi. Once you have the sensation, you can forget the image, but the image can help at first to wake up a little bit the mind, to keep it at the task at hand, which is connecting through the body and allowing the chi to go down. Let me see here. No questions. The interplay of heaven and earth chi in this one is a lot of fun. The whole set is fun, really. Good. Yes, it's a beautiful set indeed. And that's based on what we did together a few weeks ago. This movement should be very helpful for you as well. So since Beth is an acupuncturist, I'll speak a little bit more into the acupuncture lingo for a minute. It's a movement that helped to sink liver fire and help the gallbladder to drain as well. So whenever the liver is rising too intensely, this movement particularly helped to sink the liver chi, release any excess, and then allow that balance to come back. Is there any instruction on the backhand as the other one since chi down, swords hands? Yes, James. So the hand that's, here, let me do it this way, up. So the other hand that is present here is relaxed. It is, palm is facing the side of the leg, so it helps as well with that sinking, particularly through the gallbladder channel to connect, and the fingers are kind of helping us almost like a tripod. So we have our other hand that extend the chi into the ground a little bit as well to maintain the posture a bit more solid. If my hand is in the back, then here I'll have a tendency to go a little too forward. If my hand face up, I won't feel that it's as easy to go down this way. There's like too much chi in the front, so I want it to be connected to the side, which then lead through the body downward. As its movement grab the chi from the sky, sinking it down, it anchors it deeper, which creates a stronger pull as I'm coming down from the other side to allow it to go, and then releasing. And once the switch happen, then the side hand stay present. It's not in the sword finger, it's just the natural palm open to the side, and that allows the sinking to happen deeper. How does the breath fit with the movements? Bit of a problem with the arms rotation. Okay, so I thought I explained the breath, but I'll re-explain it a little better. As I'm starting from here, I'll be inhaling all the way up, and this is once my hand rises above when the foot lifts, I'm finishing my inhale. And as soon as my big toe touch, this is when the exhale and the downward general sinking of the chi through the body is happening. Once I'm done here, there's that gentle elastic return. And once my foot touch, this is where the inhale really starts. Shifting onto the other side. Exhale. Allowing the sinking. Up. Inhale. Exhale. Deeper. Up. Inhale. Exhale. So between the end of the exhale and the beginning of the inhale, as I'm finishing here, it's not really a pause because I'm not holding my breath, coming back and then doing something else. There's just this little bit of suspension, although as I'm starting to open the body, naturally there'll be some air coming in because I'm here down, I'm a little bit more compressed through the abdomen, through the rib cage from the position. So as soon as I'm starting to open up, there's a bit of air coming in naturally. But when my foot touches the ground and when my hand up and reach, this is really where the inhales start to happen even more strongly so that I can switch then again into the exhale. I hope that made the explanation for the breath a little clearer. Bit of a problem with the arms rotation. Can you be a bit more specific, Alex, about the arm rotation? Is there something in particular that you don't get, or is it the overall movement that just still feels a little iffy? Is it a reverse movement? So it's kind of almost like if I'm drawing a full circle with both hands at the same time. So I have one hand going down while the other hand goes up. I'm not sure if that's what you mean by reverse. There's this connection between the two. And then once I'm here, I only have one hand going down and then coming back up. So in this case, it's let me explain it this way. As I'm starting, I'm drawing the bubble all around me. Once I have the bubble, I'm using it to dive. And then I'm coming back. And then I'm drawing the bubble onto the other side. So because it's 3D, it's not just a circle around me, but I have this whole area that's connecting. And I'm using the angles to kind of go down and then coming back. Does that answer a little bit better your question? Let me see. All right, so I hope this clarifies. If you need another clarification on this, let me know. Okay, good. There's a bit of practice that needs to be there to find the coordination through the body. As usual within Taiji Qigong Shibashi, the closer we get to feeling how the breath connects from the torso or connects the torso through the limbs and how the limbs are the expansion of the body movement, the easier things get with this. Particularly with the pointing down and coming back, this one is almost like if you're trying to start a lawnmower, to take a bit of an image. So if I'm doing this and I'm only using my arm will get very tired very quickly. And chances are it's not going to be quite strong enough to really pull the chain and start the engine. But if I'm connected through my back and we're doing Qigong and we're not starting a lawnmower, so it's a lot softer. But as I'm using that sitting or using as well the leg to kind of pull my body back up, then naturally my arm starts to go. And here, through this diagonal from my, well, in this case, my left hip to my right shoulder, there's a connectivity of muscle that helps to pull things or pull my arm back up. So I have this whole circle kind of a circle that would go this way and then behind me. That helps to pull my hand out of the way so I can grab the sky, shifting it, and then go into the other side. So side to side, I have one circle that goes from my lateral, and then more or less 45 diagonal, I have two more circles. I have this one circle that's all around me, and then here I have this diagonal circle that goes all the way around, that participate up. And then here, as soon as I'm up, the connection point where all the three circles meet, I'm shifting, I'm back on my side circle, and then I'm onto that other diagonal circle, if that makes sense. If you're able to see this kind of geometry around you. If it's too complex, it's okay, no worries about it. It's one way trying to explain it to certain people. Sometimes geometry is not easy for certain people to understand and very easy for others, so I'm giving out a variety of type of examples so you guys can have an idea of what is being done right now. Good. Any other questions? So, to finish up. If not, we'll just redo the whole first 6 movements to finish the class. Giving you a minute to answer. If not, all right, let's keep going. So, crossing fingers, palm facing up, and try to notice how all of the first 5 movements now feel after we've been practicing number 6. Inhaling up, connecting to heaven, turning the palm, exhale down. Through the lower abdomen, inhale. Exhale. In. And out. In. Out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Expanding the chest, turning the palm facing down. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more. Taking a step to the left, inhale. Back, exhale. In. Out. In. out. In, out. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Feet parallel. Lotus blooming. Inhale, opening up to receive the energy from the sky. Exhale, allowing it to sink deep into the body, into the bone marrows, into the roots. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Looking at the sunset. Inhale. Crossing. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. One more each side. As I'm bringing my feet parallel, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, one more each side. And the last, inhale, exhale. Taking a few moments to enjoy the effect of the movements. Feeling the connection of the feet deeper into the ground. Connection of the head with heaven, with the sky. And let's do just a balancing movement to allow the chi to go back into its natural circulation. Palm facing up. Turning the palm, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Keeping the legs elongated. Exhale. bringing the palms together, gently rubbing the palms. And gently tapping the lower back, the legs, if you feel that there's a little bit of tension that accumulated from practicing the movement, which is normal when we learn a new movement that has posture we're not used to do. And shoulders if you need to. Good. Excellent. How are you guys feeling? Hope you enjoyed the class. If you did, please give it a little click on the like button. That will help YouTube know that they should share it with more people. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you have any question and you're watching this after the live stream, please leave them down in the comment section. Bonjour, j'avais pas vu ton message tout à l'heure. Merci d'être là. And yeah, share it. There's a share button. You can get the link and share it with other people so they can watch it too. Great. Well, thank you guys, and we'll be seeing each other on Wednesday for the next step so that we can go with opening heaven and earth. Very interesting movement. A little more intense. So we'll go deeper. As I mentioned at the beginning of the set, the first class, this set kind of brings the energy of heaven or the sky and bring it deeper into the body. So we're going to go deeper into that more and more. We did today, or more next time as well. All right. Ciao, guys. See you all on Wednesday. Thanks for being there.